Hello guys, it's Antonio Toss NBA and Cavs, and I'd like to start off reviewing the game last night versus the Magic. Cavs won 103-92. In my opinion, it wasn't that great of a performance. Um, the Cavs couldn't really finish their shots. Like in the game, they have problems with finishing these easy layups, easy shots, and that was the main problem. Also, at one point, they couldn't make their open looks. We were creating looks. We just couldn't finish them. Um, Donovan Mitchell last night played bad. It was probably his worst game of the season so far because he was dropping 30 plus points on good efficiency. Today he only dropped. Last night he only dropped 14 on 26.3% from the field and 14.3% from the three. So he played. It was a pretty abnormal game for him. I'm worried about him now because everyone's gonna have a bad game. Everyone's gonna have a 10 out of 10 game every game, and Donovan Mitchell he was shooting the lights out these last what these last 3 games. So there's nothing to be worried about him. Um, Evan Mobley though, and I think in the first quarter, uh, I tweeted out something about on my Twitter, but Evan Mobley showed his offensive limitations because he wasn't really being aggressive. He wasn't really being aggressive at one point. Like I feel like he can be more aggressive taking in. I was talking about offensive limitations, and throughout the game, the second half, he just dominated, man. He looked like what many of us want him to look like on the offense side of the floor. He was creating his own shot. He was being aggressive. I mean, he was just like amazing, man. Like he dropped 9-15, uh, 20 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. So that was a pretty good game for Evan Mobley, and I really like how he played last night. Um, let's go to Jared Allen. Jared Allen, I have to praise my man on the boards tonight. What's he saying tonight? Last night, man has 16 rebounds. 7 of them were offensive rebounds. Praise my man on the boards because he saved us when we were missing these shots last night. He saved us with these second chance points, with these rebounds, offensive rebounds. It's like I couldn't believe it, man. Like he was probably one of the best players in this game. 18 points, 16 rebounds. Good game for Jared Allen, man. Hopefully he keeps it up. Um, Karis LeVert last night. He was he wasn't that good. Sometimes what I feel like with Karis LeVert is sometimes I know people have mentioned this before, but he doesn't really shoot. Not what am I saying? He doesn't really pass the ball sometimes, and that kind of like annoys people. Um, he didn't have a great shooting night last night though. 3 of 12. Um, from the field. Yeah, Carrot. I feel like sometimes he tries to force it too much. Like if you know what I mean, like he tries to like force the shot too much when it's not there. And his three throws, man, he has to work on his three throws. Really, man. Like these, like 3 sits from the line, man. You just need to work on your free throws, man, because they're just not going in at a good rate. Um, he had an alright game, but it wasn't like amazing. any point. Isaac Okoro, man. I want to talk about this guy. Isaac Okoro, man. This guy is just guys. I don't feel like this guy is good enough for this team. And I know you're all gonna say, oh, it's early in the season, season 30, give some time, guys. Man, he's been awful on the offensive floor these last few games, man. Every time they leave him open at the 3-point line, every time he go in the corner, leave him open, he misses, or he doesn't take it. It's frustrating with this guy because he just doesn't have an offensive game, man. Like when his defense is decent, but his offensive game is a complete liability on the floor. It's like when he's playing on the floor, when he's playing, it's like a 4v5 because no one respects Koro's shot. Like we heard all off season about his improvement on the shot, and where is it, man? Where's improvement on the shot? Where's improvement on the offense, man? Seriously. I just don't know. I just don't know Okoro, man. I'm glad he didn't start last night. I'm kind of glad. But Jetty Osmond has been surprising me lately. Well, let's hope he keeps up this consistency with the shooting because I feel like he should stay off the bench because that's the perfect role for him. He didn't shoot good from the three tonight though. He shot 1 of 5, but he didn't shoot good from the field. He was pretty good from the field. 5 of 12 from the field. Um, I feel like if he keeps up this consistency, then we're gonna be a good team, man. Well, we're already a good team. What am I saying? I feel like if he keeps up the consistency, we're gonna be much more dangerous. Um, Kevin Love wasn't good. Kevin Love wasn't great last night. He had an off game, 1 of 7 from the field, 0 of 5 from three, compared to rest of his game this season because he was shooting really good. Um, it's been an off game, but like I said, man, no need to worry about Kevin Love. There's no need to worry about Kevin Love because everyone has an off game. Like Donovan Mitchell here. Well, obviously I ain't trying to compare Kevin Love to Donovan Mitchell. I'm just saying everyone has an off game. Um, Val Nettle, man, this guy's a dog. I'm telling you, man, this guy's a dog. He's always so pesky on the defense. When he's on defense, he's pesky, man. Remember, he was annoying Cole Anthony. I really like this guy, man. Val Nettle, man. Val Nettle. I just really like him, man. And so far, with Donovan, with so far, except for the Raptors game where he was utterly garbage, he's been decent. He's been decent while Donovan Mitchell's been on the bench. So shout out to Raul Neto, man. He's a decent backup for us. Dean Wade. This is why Dean Wade, man. I feel like Dean Wade should start. Well, as long as Darius Garland's out, Dean Wade should start. Just like you can always rely on Dean Wade to to get you a bucket, man. And he plays decent defense as well, man. Good defense as well. I was saying that Dean Wade should start over Okoro last night. Luckily, they did start over Okoro last night. But look at how the offense, should I say. But yeah, that was a good game for Dean Wade. 4-7 from the field, 4-7 from three. All he took was threes. So, 12 points. That was a good game for Dean Wade. Also, so I like to talk about some things. Um, so the Cavs so far are 3-1 on the season. Um, and I think just what we need to work on is just sometimes not forcing shots. I feel like that can be a habit, and also cut down on turnovers because Caris LeVert had 5 turnovers last night. Cut down some of the turnovers. When Darius Garland comes back, I feel like Jared Allen and Mobley will be much better. I'm not saying they've been playing bad. Well, Evan Mobley. Well, actually, Evan Mobley. No, what was I saying? Because Darius gets some looks. Darius gets Jared Allen, Mobley looks. Donovan Mitchell, as long as great as he is, he doesn't really give great looks to Jared Allen and Mobley. And that's what I've been saying for us. Evan Mobley doesn't really get a lot of opportunities, but when he does, he can create a shot. Well, I don't know. He can create a shot sometimes, but just give Evan Mobley the ball in the paint, man. Just feed Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, man, and they'll get you buckets. Even with my criticism of Evan Mobley not being aggressive, he showed it last night in the second half. He can be aggressive, create his own shot. Just some things, man, he can do for real, man. And then so yeah, let's look at the Magic last night. Paolo Banchero, man's balling. He's been balling, man. 29 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 10-19 from the field. Paolo Banchero, I tell you, man, he's the best rookie from this draft. Best rookie from this draft, man. Franz Wagner, pretty good, man. 10-19 from the field, 22 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. He played this night. Oh yeah, I also like to talk about Donovan Mitchell's defense and playmaking. Donovan Mitchell has improved on defense, I gotta say. Some of these clips, if you watch some of the games, he he's showing a lot of effort and is making some great defense plays. He got a lot of criticism for being trash on defense during his Jazz tenure, but he's been improving, and he's a way bit different playmaker than Sexton is. No offense to Sexton, but Don Mitchell. Sexton didn't really make the passes. Sexton wasn't really that good a playmaker. He was really only a great scorer. So yeah, I just want that out. Just some Wendell. Yeah. Um. So yeah. Right now, it looks like Darius Garland is targeting a comeback versus. No, is targeting the comeback versus Boston tomorrow. So yeah, that's what they've been saying. He practiced with the team that he practiced and shoot around with the team last night. Um, and his eye was still pretty solid. He was wearing goggles though. So let's see if he plays against Boston. Um, so yeah, I still gotta say, man, uh, the Cavs have been very good this season so far. just keep up the work, man. I'm kind of like we're winning games on Darius Garland. That's just crazy to me because last year we didn't win many games. I mean, unless our offense was kind of stagnant without Darius Garland. It's not really it's not really stagnant as it was last Darius because when Darius went off the floor, man, it's just you could tell the offense was not the same. When Darius was off the floor, when Darius was injured, and we lost games because of that. Now they got Donovan Mitchell. Some people are stepping up. So yeah, man. Uh, let's talk about some of these other games. Let's talk about some of these other Cavs games. I want to talk about some of these other Cavs games. Let me pull them up. No, that's the Bulls. That's the Bulls. That's the Bulls. That's the Bulls. Okay, here we go. Okay. So yeah, that one Raptors game, I thought we were actually playing pretty good, to be honest. And Darius didn't play that well. So I'm just recounting some of these other games that we played. Darius went down. Neto was ass. Donovan Mitchell carried though, but they won like the last few seconds they came back because we were missing shots. And then the Bulls game, man, we played so good, man, so good. That Bulls game we played so good too, man. Everyone, it was like everyone was in sync on offense, man. Like just plays. And then the Washington game that came down to overtime. That game should never went to overtime. I'm gonna say that, man. I don't know. We were like up 7 with like minutes some left. I don't know how we choked that lead. We won in overtime still. So yeah, we've been playing good. We've been playing pretty good. Um. So yeah, man. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section and subscribe. Peace.